Hey, this is another video. What we're going to be looking at this time is creating a vacation photo when you are stuck in your house and you're not allowed to leave it. So we are going to be using the program paint.net again. So I'm just going to open that up. And this time what we're doing is we're trying to create ourselves a vacation photo, like I said. But of course we're not supposed to leave our house. So we're just going to have to fake it. So what we're going to need to do first is get our pictures. So I'm just going to go to Open. And the pictures that I'm going to be using this one right here. I'm going to use this one right here. So I have two pictures opening up top here. So this is my first. So I'm going to be telling people I went on a safari. And then this is my other picture. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this photo and I'm going to be taking parts of it and I'm going to be putting it into this shot. So what I need to do is go into this one. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of all of the background. So I have it partly, this will work out nicely for me. The key part is to take a picture of yourself behind a solid color. So I used yellow, which is fine. It really can be any color at all, as long as you're not wearing it. And then what we're going to be doing is over here in our tools window, we're going to be looking for the magic wand. I click on the yellow. So what you can see, it selected a lot of things, but it has selected too much. And if I were to delete now, it's going to delete my face. So we're going to go to my tolerance. I'm just going to move it down to about 40 and see what that does. It's much better. You can see my face is there, but I'm still losing part of my wrist. So we'll go down to maybe 35 or something. See what that does. That's much better. I just need to click delete. You see it removes all sorts. There's a bit of yellow down here. I'm just going to click this yellow. And then I can just keep clicking different colors. Anything that is touched. So now this is where it gets tricky because of course the floor has many different colors. But I'm just going to kind of click it anyways. Oh, see, there's a problem. I removed part of my leg. So I'm going to click undo. And I can adjust my tolerance a bit more. That was better. Now, I still got some stuff here, so I still need to clean a few things up. Oh, right under here. Grab that. And a bit over there yet. So I'm just going to use the eraser tool. So I have it set at 2 pixels, which is a little bit small, as you can see. So I'm going to make that much, much bigger. Up to about maybe 150. Just kind of cleaning things up a little bit. Oh, I lost some toes. Scroll back out. You can see all in here. Right, so if for yours, you're just going to kind of grab anything that is not supposed to be there. And go much bigger again, just to kind of get all the big stuff out of the way. And let's erase here. Okay. Oh, a bit over there yet. Okay. So now what I have is a picture without the background of me. So what I need to do is select this part and bring it to my other picture. So I'm going to use my selection tool. Remember, these are some of our selection tools. If I hold on to it, it allows me to move it. You can see now I have selected this entire layer. You can tell it has toggles now. And I'm going to edit, and I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to go to my destination picture. So here's my destination picture. I'm going to go to edit. And I'm going to paste into a new layer. This is really important. Don't paste, just normal one. It needs to be into a new layer because we want to be able to resize things. Now this is quite common because I took the picture of me. It is much larger than the canvas size. So I'm going to keep my canvas size so that my lion stays looking the same. That does mean that my picture is much, much, much bigger. But that's okay. I'm just going to resize everything and bring myself so that I'm in. And I'm just going to zoom right back in again. Remember, you can do that by Control and Roll. And then I'm just going to resize that so it's a bit more normal. Okay, now, problem is I kind of look like I don't fit. So if I were to put myself here, the lion would look much too large. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend it's more like that. I am quite yellow. So there's my shot there. I'm kind of waving. So that's probably fine. I can deselect because I have it in its own layer. So that works pretty nicely. What I'm going to try to do is adjust this a little bit to make it fit a little bit better. Because you can see this is a bit fuzzy and the lighting is different. I'm quite yellow because I was on a yellow wall. So what I'm going to do is I have the appropriate layer selected. And I'm going to go into adjustments. I'm just going to go into curves, I guess. Now, curves is something that you can use for coloring. So right now it's set to luminosity, which is going to be more than brightness, but we're going to go into color. So if wherever I move this layer, it's going to adjust the color. So you can kind of see how I'm changing. What I can also do is do only a specific color. So let's say I want to increase the blue. I can now grab this. It's going to make me a little bit bluer. So you can see I'm sort of matching my background a little bit better. And wherever you have a node, you're able to adjust it. So you can kind of see it's messing up a few things. So you can just keep adjusting things. And I'm going to, maybe I'll undo the blue. I'll just move the green. See what happens there. Now I look like I'm sick. You just keep tweaking things until you get it just the way that you want. So I think my coloring is probably a little bit better. I think I might be a little bit red, so I'm going to change that and mess that up a little bit. Let me just move this down. See, oh no, I'm getting a bit. Right. Anyways, that's just kind of what you would do. I'm going to click OK, so we're going to say that's OK. Now I'm also a little bit sharper than the background, so I can go that into distort. There's a bunch of different things you can kind of look at in there. I can add noise if I want. If I need to distort the photo a little bit, I'm just going to leave that. But what I would do now, this is probably good enough for me. So I'm going to click deselect, and here's my picture. I'm waving at you with, it's not looking good for me. Now that I'm done, I'm going to save my picture. So I'm going to go File, Save As. Remember, I cannot save it as a paint.net file. This is a paint.net file. It's a project file. So this would be a file I would use if I wanted to open this up again later. So even though I may want to save it like that so that I'm able to work on it again, because I'm considering it to be done, I want to save it as a picture file. So that would be a PNG or a JPEG. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. So I'm going to click Save. I should probably rename it. I'm just going to say New. Click Save. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just going to click OK. It's going to ask me, would you like to flatten it? What that means is going to take my different layers and squish them down. So I'm going to click Flatten. And that means that has been saved. So if I change this, and I open the folder where that was, here's my original photo, and then here's my new one. And that's my vacation photo of what I did on my Easter holidays. Thanks. See you later.